The Sims is celebrating their 24th anniversary and we're on week 2. Now, although there's some gossip regarding how they're celebrating, we do know we have confirmation on an SDX drop that actually happened today where we are now receiving Vitiligo. And many people do feel like they were just trying to promote some packs after this SDX had dropped, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. And the fact that this was a survey that happened back in 2020, and of course, we're going to be talking about that a little bit later on in the video. We're also going to get into the EA app, and unfortunately, there are some downfalls when it comes down to accessing the Sims 4. There's going to be app crashing, and of course we'll get into that a little bit later on. But I do want to quickly say welcome back. My name's the Simian. My name is Yen. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? And if you guys are new to my channel, I do a lot of sim news information videos as well as CC and mod reviews and overall just some gameplays. LPs are going to be expected to be coming soon later on this year, but of course give me grace, give me time, and let's get into The Sims 24th anniversary celebration. Now again, we are now on week 2 and The Sims officially dropped that there is going to be a partnership with Winnie Harlow, and it is officially out with Vitiligo being in the game. Now, although I am so happy to see representation, my little sister has vitiligo. If for those who don't know, please educate yourself on it, but I am so glad to see this in game, and I do feel like this is something that is very much needed and should have been done a very long time ago, considering how detailed The Sims 4 is trying to be. Now again, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on how you guys feel about this, but again, a lot of other people have realized that this survey was back in 2020, and thanks to the Hinford Hen, we have a little bit more insight on those skin details, one being body hair, dual eyes, prosthetics, stretch marks, scars, which we've gotten some of them, but vitiligo was also on there. Letty Simmer actually ended up tweeting up a little bit more detail, so we get to see a little bit of what the vitiligo actually looks like in game, and guys, it looks really good and remarkable. Of course, this maxes match, and I'm so happy to a lot of console players that don't have CC that aren't able to download this, that they are now able to. Now, they did go more into saying that the skin details are an important area of focus for this new development team as we remain committed to expanding representation in The Sims 4. So there's also birthmarks, stretch marks, and now there's freckles and vitiligo, which I'm very happy, and they are accustomed to the actual skin tones. Now again, it wouldn't be the Sims community if there wasn't some gossip going on Twitter, and with that, SimGuru Ash actually ended up tweeting out saying, "Notes, this is a vitiligo release. My particular BG team focuses on BB, Create a Sim, DEI, Sims culture. We don't do major gameplay updates. Please set your expectations, but I want everything you want. No worries." And of course, she links the new update, or SDX drop. Excuse me, I keep not confusing the two, but y'all know. Sometimes I just put the whole thing together, but it's an XDS drop. But unfortunately, a lot of people felt some kind of way when towards the end, they were promoting more packs. So someone even said, "Sad it took this long to implement, to be honest." And another simmer even said, "Cute, but not worth the anniversary celebration. Stop being lackluster." And I'm going to actually talk about this a little bit later on and try and back up my opinion to see what you guys also say. Another simmer ended up saying, "That's cute and great, but I thought there was more to it." And someone said, "Cute, but not major enough for a 24th anniversary gift." Now again, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on how you guys actually feel about this, because again, I do know a lot of people were looking more forward to a lot of just more of a bigger celebration when it came down to The Sims 24th anniversary. Now, The Sims has been done nothing but promoting this 24-year anniversary with celebrations such as a giveaway, which many people thought, okay, you know, a giveaway, that's cool, that's fun. If you go over on Twitter, a lot of people are talking, a lot of people did join in on it, but also thought this was still a little bit lackluster. They ended up tweeting out saying that they were going to be doing a stream with Trixie Mattel, and again, a lot of people were like, okay, what's next? What is this? Again, it's still not big enough for people and simmers to be happy. Now, The Sims actually tweeted out saying, "Here's a checklist challenge," and although I do feel like this was a very cool idea and I do want to make a video out of this, I do feel like this is very cheap, and it is of course looking very lackluster. A lot of people were expecting a kit to drop last week when of course the 24th anniversary happened last week, and they didn't say anything about a Tuesday or a Thursday, but again, there was supposed to be a celebratory pack and a build kit. Now again, we do know that with this roadmap full of kits, we did end up getting the castle kit and the gothic kit, which both can be said to have its own set of controversies. Now again, I feel that there should have been a lot more, and it's unfortunate that there wasn't. I do feel like the SDX shop was nice, but also I thought there was going to be just a little bit more, and simmers felt this way too and actually took to Twitter. One user even saying, "This cannot be all that we're getting for the anniversary. Not even a patch, an SDX update, a free kit. You really said happy birthday, pay us for some expensive merch and watch someone else play a game we refuse to fix." Now, that was pretty harsh, but I completely agree. Someone else said, "I think this is an adorable challenge. challenge. I even retweeted it and plan on doing it. However, might I suggest the team now starts planning for the 25th anniversary. Simmers have some expectations of a big celebration, and I think 25 is big, so let's go all out. And someone else said, this is actually the worst birthday celebration ever. Did y'all even try? Like, we don't expect y'all to give us free expansions, but like, WTF is this? Unless there is some massive thing coming in the last few days, then this will not go over very well. And I completely agree, because it's showing a lot over on Discord, Twitter, and just of course YouTube. Someone else said, The Sims just dropped some items into The Sims 4 Celebrate the 24th anniversary. Here's what we got to look into. And the Hinford Hen actually posted an empty room, and this is how a lot of Simmers are feeling. Now, a lot of gossip has been going on, especially because there was a new simulation game that recently dropped of a gameplay trailer, which we all know of Paralives, and a lot of people felt that the reason The Sims is hesitant on a lot of things that they were going to drop is because of the gameplay that Paralives ended up promoting. But I do not personally think that's the case. I think that they were just not prepared, and that they were not ready for what was going to come as far as just the celebrations. I feel like even though they knew that the celebration was coming and that the anniversary was on its way, that they still was not ready. They weren't ready, and it just shows. A lot of times when the Sims team drops things, they're just not ready. We've seen it with expansion packs, we've seen it with game packs, we've even seen it with certain updates where they are not able to even, players are not even allowed to access the updates, and we see it happen over and over and all the time again. So again, this is nothing new for me, but I do feel like there could have been a lot more. Now, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions, and I did end up tweeting out my opinions on, Twitter, saying that I love the representation of Vitiligo now in game, especially those who weren't able to download CC, because I do feel like CC is a luxury, but I do feel like the SDX drop was very lackluster, and there was more than that could have happened with the Sims 24-year anniversary besides a bunch of cash grabs and promotion packs. Now, again, I would love to know your opinions on all of this, and on top of that, I don't know, it's just something that seems very rushed, we don't know what we're going to go, we don't know what we're going to do, we don't know what's going to happen, but we got to figure something out, and let's just go ahead and do this checklist. Let's just do let's do 24 giveaways, and that'll be that. And again, it's like, come on, EA is a billion-dollar corporation, and the Sims team makes a lot of money, so we can even say that maybe they don't give them a certain budget. You can even go on the EA website and see exactly how much the Sims is making. And again, last quarter, they made over $500,000. They can afford to do something bigger and better, and just overall, just something that we all want to see. But again, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on that, and we're going to get into the very next topic. And that is unfortunately the Sims Direct not being so direct, and of course, that they have their own set of problems with not only for rent, but unfortunately there is an EA app issue that many Simmers are facing. We're looking into fixing issues with the EA app crashing, and thanks for your patience while we fix this. And EA Help said, if you're still having trouble after clearing your cache, please answer on Answers HQ. As usual, they always lead people to this, and people are just fed up with the same consistency. Now, we do know the EA app has a very humongous history of just overall crashing, people not being able to access game, download the games, and just overall, it's not even just The Sims, but other games as well that people have issues with. One Simmer in particular said, y'all suck, plain and simple. Another one said, we shouldn't need an app to play a PC game, especially when the app is so unreliable. I miss the origin days. And someone else even said, only took you 24 hours to say something because they didn't say something when it first initially happened. Someone said, you had problems with the EA app over and over and over again. But one thing I did find suspicious with the EA Help app is that they actually ended up tweeting out a sim video, and the fact that they said, did you know you could have a science baby in The Sims 4? Check out how to guide. That they're still promoting The Sims, and the fact that people can't even access the game with the EA app is a little fishy to me, and kind of looks like an overall slap in the face. And I'm not understanding why they're deciding to do this when they know the new for rent pack is actually still broken. Like, what is going on? Who is in charge of this game development team? It does not make any sense, and people are absolutely getting pissed off. And again, I feel like all these Simmers that are writing all these things over on Twitter, on Discord, on Tumblr, just overall in general, even on YouTube, it just is unfortunate that The Sims Direct just keeps making a runaround. And again, I don't blame other users. A lot of people are like, well, what if we even end up just getting a hot tub? And that's what they did over on their latest birthday that happened a couple years back. And of course, many people were like, well, maybe we're going to end up getting a refresh pack. But again, that has not been announced or said, but I would love if they did this. Now, again, I just wonder what is going on, because there is still missing nails from the refresh pack that actually happened. You know, this is something that's been going on years ago, months ago, weeks ago, and you know, just the Sims team is just not on it as much as they should be, and it does look like they're focusing more on what can someone pay rather than how can we fix this game that many people, again, if they're trying to build this longevity, it's not going to last if they are not committed to doing long time players, because again, when you have a game, you want there to be long time players, and that's how you create that fan base of we are going to spend our money. Now, although there are some people who do spend their money regardless of whatever the sim does, whether it's good or bad, pros or cons, they're still going to go out and show out and you know just defend the Sims. There's people that are going to do that, but there's also the OG Simmers who know what they're capable of, and a lot of them are pulling out of the Sims 4. And again, I don't feel like they're wrong, because although the Sims 4 is one of the most detailed Sims franchises that we've had, I do feel like they are lacking in so many other ways, and I would love to know down below in the comments, how do you feel the Sims 4 is lacking compared to the Sims 3, compared to the Sims 2, and if y'all even want to, let's go ahead and compare it to the Sims 1. But again, with all that being said, I would love to know what you guys think regarding the Vitiligo update, and how do you guys feel about the 24th anniversary, and what do you expect from this year of the Sims, not even talking about this roadmap, but just in the future as well. Again, thank you all so much. We are on the road to 30K, and I cannot thank this community enough for not only growing with me, but growing, you know, just alongside me and just celebrating overall. Again, every single week we grow, we're growing, and I just cannot thank you guys enough. With all that being said, thank y'all so much, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.